Good evening. My name is Rev Kenneth Tart, and I would like to just share a couple of thoughts about our world today, of what is going on in our world. A lot of times we look at it and say, why is this happening, or why is this happening to me? And I found out that a lot of times our attitude makes so much a big difference of how we deal with situations and circumstances and what's going on around us. And so many times we often get caught up in it ourselves as well. But we must always remember that we're here for relationship, and first our relationship is with God, and then relationship with others. So there's no way we can avoid being a part of someone's life, or just in bypassing or hearing about. But we all have a part that we can make a change, make a difference if we take a positive attitude about it. A lot of times we focus on the negative and forget about how we can turn that whatever may seem to be negative or said to be negative into something that's very positive. Even the mindset of a child or even an adult. A lot of times what goes on with us is how we'll let our feelings control of what's going on with us at the time. And yes, we are emotional people as well. We're human. It's by human nature that we continue on being that way. But anyway, I just say that a lot of times when we see someone and know they may be going through something, or either just look from their mannerisms or how they may be, their facial expressions or whatever it may be, but how we can make a difference in it. A simple hello, or how you doing today, and I hope you feel better. If you're not, then I hope, something like that. It also gets things going. It also open up conversation. I know today a lot of people say we don't conversate like we used to because of social media. Yes, social media has taken over a lot of relationships, or should I say, reaching out to others through social media like Facebook, email, Twitter, and everything else that's going on. But still, we still have to have that physical, personal relationship. That is something that we need as humans as well. But social media don't let it turn into bad, because a lot of times there's a lot of good in social media. There's avenues you can use it. Just the user has to use it in a positive way. And yes, people do vent out, but I say be encouraged that sometimes a simple hello would do, or a simple hello to let them know how you're thinking about them, or you thought about them, or I'm just concerned about you, and just that makes a difference in this world today. As they say, just a simple touch or a simple can grow impact on a person's life, not only then, but for later on in life. That somebody cared enough or thought about me, or even took the time to look at me and knew I felt the way that I did at that time and moment, to even, say an encouraging word to me to help me through the day. I know as my personal experience, it happens to me quite often. A lot of people look at me and, I'm very kind of a large guy, and they be like, wow, I'm not going to say anything to him. But once they see a smile or something to come about, or find out that I'm just like everyone else, I have, I like to be, spoken to as well, or I like to be, it's just something that human nature is, that, can be helped. Everybody has soft spots. I don't care how hardcore you may think you are or whatever, but everybody has a soft spot. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a sign of weakness. It's something I say to my son all the time, that a boy reminisces on yesterday, but a man plans for tomorrow. And that's something I should take for, our young men today. Even young boys today should, come up with that concept of, sometimes I need to grow up, or sometimes it's time for me to become a man. As they say, it's time to man up, because a lot of times our encounters and situations in life come from those lack of experiences, or lack of allowing someone to reach out and touch us in a way that we can be in tune with ourselves and our lives and our heart. It makes a difference, because, we realize that a lot of times as a child, what we take in a lot of times affects our adulthood. And so many times we have to, release that and allow it to be, and I always say about releasing, restoring, and rejoicing. That's another concept I love to use as well, because as long as we hold on to certain things and never release it in discussion, or talking it out, or either letting someone know that you hurt my feelings, or letting someone know that, I didn't like what was said and done, but there's ways we can voice things to keep one another encouraged of moving on. And it's called, that's part of forgiveness. We all, forgiveness is something that relieves the heart as well, and relieves us as well of the stress and strain in life, to understand that we can go on, but we need one another in relationship. First, we must have a relationship with God, and then continue to have an relationship with with others as well, whether it's family, friends, or even strangers, because a lot of times strangers is the ones going to say something to you to make and brighten up your day that you thought that nobody even cared about or thought about. But so many times that's what we really need in this life today to keep us focused and going. So I hope you continue to be encouraged and realize you make a difference. You have to set the tone. You set the attitude of what you have. No matter how you may feel in your situation or circumstances, inside you still can have joy. You still can be having a great day if you choose to. Yes, it may be tough, but yes, you can do that. And I truly believe that we can do that if we continue on and caring for one another or even loving one another, which we should love one another. But first we have to care. And care means you notice. Care means you take it. Focus on taking attention to what is going on around you, and then it becomes love.